Going on, y'all? It's your boy TJ Blaze. He and I'm about to do another reaction thing, and what I'm about to react to is the Oshay Duke Jackson video. And the name and title of this video is Micheal B Jordan finally gives Lori Harvey what she deserves. And we're about to deep dive and witness what do she deserve and what Micheal B Jordan actually did. So don't forget to like, comment, and share. Most importantly, subscribe to the channel. And big ups to Oshay Duke Jackson. And big up to Micheal B Jordan and Ryan Coogler for those nominations. And a lot of people did get snubbed at the Oscars. Reason why I don't kind of watch all that stuff, but that's beside the point. Let's get into this video, shall we?
In November 2020, Micheal B Jordan and Lori Harvey started dating. And a few months before, she was dating Future. But all of that changed when Micheal B Jordan swept her off her feet. By January 2021, the relationship was publicly confirmed. But by June 2022, media outlets reported that the couple had split. Now, around this time, a lot of ladies were bigging up Lori Harvey because, you know, she's been with so many different guys. She was with Diddy or Diddy's son, I'm not sure. She was with Future, and she's able to dump high-value guys at will. And so many women started to pattern their dating behavior like Lori Harvey, because after all,
remember that you're the prize always.
Say that one more time.
Just remember that you are the prize.
Yes, I'm the prize. What does that mean?
It just means not compromising like my values, my happiness, my peace, not settling for less than what I know I deserve, and not being afraid to walk away from a situation that feels like no longer serving me.
Because after all, you are the prize, and whatever doesn't serve you.
My fault, Oshay, but I have to say this. Now, when I hear about this prize talk, right, as for them to be the prize possession and stuff like that, the outlook behind it changed throughout the years, which people don't understand, or some people do understand. This is the reason why it's this whole epidemic of the male loneliness and all that other stuff right now that's going on, right? And it's funny. So now when I hear about the prize, we as men, right, are questioning them. What make you think you deserve this? And a lot of times they don't tell you, or they think based on because, oh, I'm a woman, so they go based off that narrative just to say they're a woman, so they just deserve everything because they see themselves as the trophies. But you see yourself as more of a financial burden. That's what it is, because everything about your presence and all that is about money. It's never about the faint of heart. To see what other things that you like rather than money, because basically you're trying to say if you don't get your way, then I'm gone. And when it comes to thinking about reciprocation for a lot of women, it can't just be about just pussy, because they keep thinking that every guy's just thinking about pussy and that's it. Yes, most of the time we think about getting a nut, but it's not always about that. It's really not. If we could actually have a genuine connection with you, talk to you, and you actually cherish everything and value what we discussed and what we built, then that's what it's going to be about. And of course, a person that you've shown us that you value us, you will get the world. But it's people, it's these women that's expecting the world. Sometimes people's expectations got to be low, because when y'all want these high-end men, y'all not going to get that based off if your morals, your principles, and things not right, especially your attitude. Because a lot of people, it could be man or female, their attitudes is crazy. The characteristics don't match up to everything. Will make them believe what they deserve. That's what I had to say.
You should just remove it. Now, this is not uncommon for people to think, especially women, because some women believe that they are the prize, and if it doesn't serve them, they should leave. We've heard this same framework from people like Tia Mowry. It's something that is widely adopted, but then there's an issue.
The mentality of when a relationship no longer serves me, then I move on to the next one. genuinely doesn't build
Crazy.
strong, long-lasting marriages. And it genuinely shows that we've lost the true meaning of love. And if we're being honest, the way that you move in your early 20s will determine where you end up in your early 30s.
So this lady is saying, there's a problem with this framework because when something doesn't serve you, you get rid of it. But we already know that that's not how relationships work.
Nope.
It's not how businesses work. I mean, I've been a YouTuber for a decade. It's not how YouTube works. In order for something to get better, there are going to be times where it's not serving you. You need to put more effort into it.
Mm-hmm.
And that's how relationships, friendships, businesses, everything works by just sticking it through. All right, let's look at what's going on with Indiana. Curt Cignetti, the head coach. This guy has been a head coach for the past 15 or 16 years, been coaching for 40 years. He finally wins a national championship at the University of Indiana on his fourth team. All right. That's because he's built his team up to be successful where he is today. And anybody who understands long-term relationships, long-term communities, long-term businesses understand that it's not built overnight. And of course, Lori Harvey was able to, rebound almost quickly with Damson Idris, another person.
We'll just pause it real quick because I gotta give it input. I gotta put my takes on this. Now, with all that being discussed, right? This is the thing I realize about some people. Most people is in it for a good time, not a long time. And that could be okay with some people based off if it match, if it was something that was reciprocated, something that those words been exchanged in a certain way. But a lot of times it's some people that put up a front behind it. You got those people that question, what are we? What do you mean, what are we? If you got somebody that's expressing how they feel towards you and everything else. So it leaves people in a weird, thinking space or just a weird position. But if y'all saying y'all want something or y'all need something, you have to put the work. You have to put the effort if you want to keep the relationship. Do a lot of people get bored in relationships? Yes. Do people eyes wander? Yes. It happens. So it's the fact of opening your mind, making your mind expand to figure out who are you messing with, who are you dealing with. But people don't put in that effort and put in that work to do that. So that's why people go based on expectations or they make the speculation about other people. It's a compare and contrast about, I had this, I had that before. That person is not going to be the same person you were dealing with before. You have to understand that. You have to accept it. Everybody different. They got people in this world when they date somebody, they're not going to give that girl money up front right by time. Because you got people that test people. They see if they'll pay a bill, they'll buy this and that. And then if a person don't do it, they're going to say, this person cheap, they broke. No. The person want to understand why you will be a good investment. Rather than thinking that you're going to be the spoiled princess, the brat, because you get those treatments for other people. But I'll rest my case on that and let this video continue.
And that is, all of her fans typically always praise her for never going backwards until she did. But the question is, why does it happen?
I don't know who need to hear this, but if a woman spends a block past 3 months or even years, it's not because she wants to be back in your life. It's because nobody wants to be in hers. And you got to understand this. She was out here thinking the grass is greener for a minute, branching, hopping from guy to guy. And she just keeps getting played. Or maybe she took the whole route where she just starts sleeping around, living her best life.
Yep.
And she got sick and tired of it. So she thinks back to the person that gave her the best memories, that was treating her right, that was being genuine. Or maybe you was being toxic as hell and she loves that. She's going to come right back to you because you are where it's comfortable and she's sick of the life that she's living now, or the dating life she's living.
So women typically spin the block when they don't have the best options anymore. And now people can say, well, what do you mean? Like Lori Harvey's beautiful. A lot of guys want to be with her. Well, if that's the case, she wouldn't be going back to Damson Idris. But wait a minute.
Hold on. And that was a thing, right? Paying attention to the culture and all this stuff based on the influencers and celebrities at times. 'Cause I'm not always trying to invest my time fully because it just headlines a lot, right? So being on the internet and seeing that, because first it was the fact of saying, oh, they was done, her and dancing was done, and then all of a sudden they was together. Sometimes I'm not gonna lie, people do miss somebody that made them feel valuable, right? That feel important. It's always gonna be little things in the mix, but sometimes people they don't clarify that. They don't be open, right? And a lot of times these relationships, and I always say this, and this is the problem behind social media. A lot of these relationships shouldn't be put up. It shouldn't be put on the internet. It should just be to themselves. But a lot of times, these celebrities get paid for these pictures and the news and rumors and stuff like that. That's the thing behind it. But if it wasn't for social media, a lot of us wouldn't even know about these relationships. We wouldn't even care. Only people that would know is A and B who's in a relationship and people they close with. 9 out of 10. But it was crazy for that because everybody thought that relationship was done. So that's how people will go upon it. They started giving their inputs or being parasocial to talk about thinking like, oh, this is best for them. This is best for that, and all these weird speculations. So yeah.
Let's go to Micheal B Jordan. You see, while Micheal B Jordan was probably hurt and definitely made fun of when he was dumped by Lori Harvey, what has Micheal B Jordan been up to? Micheal B Jordan is not only becoming a better actor, he's also, directing and producing his films. And there was a film called Sinners. Maybe you heard about it. It's a blue-steeped vampire epic. But there is something you probably didn't know about Sinners.
Sinners just walked into the Oscar nominations like it was the Louvre and they took all the jewels. They just broke the all-time nominations record at 16. 16 nominations. So no, they should not be winning an Oscar. They should be leaving the Dolby Theater with a wheelbarrow of hardware and a mild shoulder injury. Because let's talk about it. Best picture, director, screenplay, cinematography, to name a few, they are everywhere.
That's right. The boy Micheal B Jordan has 16 nominations for Sinners, and he's probably about to walk home with his first Oscar. And what does this mean? Well, guys, again, Micheal B Jordan has elevated in his game, and Lori Harvey has largely remained the same. Micheal B Jordan is out there creating employment by owning stuff and creating opportunities, while Lori Harvey is sitting around waiting for the next brand deal. You see, it's one thing for a woman to not like you right now, and trust me, that can happen. Micheal B Jordan in 2022, he was still, probably a very famous and popular actor, but now he's moved up into a different level in the industry. Now he's a director. Now he's a co-producer. Now he's doing these things that he didn't have in his bag in 2022, which means that even if Lori Harvey was available to him right now, he wouldn't take her simply because Lori Harvey is probably the same and Micheal B Jordan is definitely different. And again, she's busy spinning the block for Damson Idris, and Micheal B Jordan is like 10 times more successful than
I'm both that. And that's kudos to that man right there. That's how it's supposed to be. And I had to realize that from a lot of OGs, giving advice about relationships, because some of them would be like, yo, it go based off if she really loves you, right? Saying like, yo, she have to really like you more than you like her. And some people get mad about that, but sometimes it shows you something. It shows some truth behind it. Or for me, honestly, I would be like, it gotta be equal. It have to be equal. So it's both of us really liking or loving each other as much as possible. And it shows. You can feel it. Everything is heartfelt, right? But you got people that go based off a certain liking, rather that is transactional, is the fact that you are understanding they separate it. They separate everything about the definition of love. So they were trying to say this is love. But I feel like a lot of people don't know what love is nowadays. They just go based off the things they got before, and they're gonna consider that. So if that person don't get whatever they want, they don't love that person no more, and they're gonna claim the person don't love them. And the person don't listen or have a response, they're gonna just try to move on and find somebody else to talk. That listen to them, have the reactions. It's picky, it's selective. But the OGs, they taught me a lot, and I had to learn a lot of things on my own as well about relationship and relationships nowadays in 2025 to 2026 is looking off, and we're not even done with January yet.
Amps and Idris. What am I getting at here? Well, being successful clears up everything. A lot of times guys get hurt, guys get upset, guys want to pray and wish that the relationship with her new man don't work out. Of course, people will go ahead on and say that, she's made a good decision by leaving you and all of this stuff. But again, men compound retroactively, and women just don't understand that a lot of times. Not every time they don't understand it, but sometimes they may not. They don't understand that, men take a lot of work, progress. We build up slowly and daily over time. And when you're building up slowly and daily over time, that's something that women may or may not be looking at, because they're looking at you right now, not really looking at you, some of the time is about how you're going to be in the future. So when Lori Harvey dumps Micheal B Jordan in 2022, it's because, well, he's not serving what I want in 2022. But Micheal B Jordan in 2026 is even better than 2022. And you are the still Lori Harvey from that same time, being very, immature and using that attitude into your future. And she's almost in her 30s. And like the young lady said earlier, how you date in your 20s is what leads you to your 30s. And the reality is, with not very much to offer in the next 10 years, you're not going to be getting the same kind of high quality guys you are when you're 28. When you're 28, 25.
All right. Remember, I got to pause to give my take. I know a lot of people be like, they just want to hear the video, so that's why I'm going to leave the original video down below so y'all can watch it without no pause, no skips, nothing. Now, when it comes behind, people spinning the block and all this other stuff, it's just funny. You can't get mad at somebody moving on, right? Try to continue their craft, work on their craft, perfect it, whatever else is necessary for them to carry on with their life. And this is what become people, downfall at times, or they didn't want to see you build up. You could have been with that person to build up, but you wanted to go based off what you believe, would make you feel right. So sometimes people are very self-centered. You could have had all that stuff if you had been patient. So it shows that some people being self-centered and impatient is a downfall. It creates a downfall.
Maybe 30, you can say some of those things. The problem is you just can't say some of those things when you're 35, and with that same attitude and with nothing to offer the guys, they're just not gonna deal with you. Yeah. And again, Micheal B Jordan keeps giving a reason why people should deal with him. And that is exactly why he's going to continue to be successful. And this is a large reason why Lori Harvey might struggle if she doesn't change her ways, because all of the guys that she has dumped, in this case, Micheal B Jordan, he's a guy that is actually doing better and on a better trajectory than what she is now. I mean, think about it. Micheal B Jordan, if he had the opportunity, wouldn't even talk to her. Have you ever seen a chick that you wish you could just take your clapping back from her? I'm gonna tell you what I mean. There was this time I happened to be back home, and I saw this girl that I used to be crazy in love with. She ended up cheating on me and everything like that, and I was real hurt. I was really mad about it and my feelings. But anyways, it was all good. like I said, I end up getting over it. So I happen to be, back from Europe or whatever. I'm doing pretty good at this point. So I go to Target. Mom's wanted me to go get something, so I went to go get it. I walk into Target and I see her, right? And she's working there. And nothing is wrong with working with Target or anything like that, but like I see her in her current state, and this is a pretty bad state. She don't look nothing like she used to look. She got like 6 or 7 kids from what they telling me, and the baby daddy, it wasn't the guy that she left me for, but she was dealing with a dude, and the dude is now in prison. So like I said, she's just not doing very well. I end up seeing her, and she, in my honest opinion, was doing so down bad that I just didn't go to her aisle where she was a cashier. I felt bad for her. I didn't want her to know that I saw her like this. And again, when she broke up with me, at the time, her friends was telling her she could do better and all of this. And maybe she could at that particular time. But the reality is that right now, she was down bad. I mean, 7 kids later, different dudes as the kids, one of the baby daddies is in jail. I mean, she couldn't really estimate, where I was going to be in my life. And a lot of women can't, they can't really estimate where a guy is going to be. And, as long as a guy don't have it right now, that's all they matter and all they care about until it's too late. And this is the same thing what happened with Micheal B Jordan and Lori Harvey. She underestimated where the guy was, ended up spinning the block with a dude that she went back to, which is Damson Idris, and Micheal B Jordan is doing way better than the both of them combined right now. So congratulations to Micheal B Jordan. And guys, what do you think? It's your boy Oshay D. Jackson back at it again with another episode of The Celebrity Junk. I appreciate you for all that you do. Subscribe with the bell. We're out.
And that right there is the end of the video. And like I said, I get my point. Oshay talked about everything that he needed to cover. He gives his points, and everything is valid. Everything is valid. It might be some things that people might agree and disagree. So it's cool with that, to agree to disagree, and then we can understand what are the facts and understand people's opinion, point of views, and stuff like that, right? But this shows you that people need to work on their patience. I understand who you are dealing with, because if you like this person, you have to like them for a reason. I know the first thing could be about attraction and stuff like that, but what other things that you value about the person? You didn't get something, you would never know if you was going to get it or not. So people, whoever you dating, is going to criticize you in a certain way. They're going to start judging, just like you judging them. It go both ways. And this is why it's tiring with the double standard, because the minute that is something that's matched, they feel like, oh, why would you do this? I'm like, why would you do that? Why would you test that person in a certain way and make it seem like they won't test you based off your loyalty, your respect, your moral compass and boundaries? Look, at a lot of times when you got women in this world that like somebody, they don't set certain boundaries. They just go based off whatever, and then it takes time for them when they start seeing things or analyzing things. It's funny as hell. So it's just about time, patience, and respect for yourself. But that's enough of my take. It's more I could say, more I could discuss. But I made this 11-minute video more longer than expected to give more of my take. And shout out to Oshay D. Jackson. This was a good video. I'll see y'all in the next one. Peace.